So last month, the 13th Doctor and the Chibnall era of Doctor Who came to an end. It's been a hell of a ride, and I have a lot of feelings about this era of Doctor Who. It's certainly a mixed bag in terms of writing quality here and there, but for the most part, I enjoyed it. It's actually gotten to do things that have really breathed new life into a 59-year-old franchise, helping add a new layer of mystery and intrigue to the characters we thought we'd gotten to know a little too well. Why yes, I do like the Timeless Child story arc. Thank you for asking. Stories like Rosa, Village of the Angels, The Haunting of Villa Diodati, It Takes You Away, Fugitive of the Judoon have all been some high watermarks, not just for 13's era, but for Doctor Who in general. So, out of 31 episodes, which sticks with me the most? Well, it's in the title of the video, so you probably already know. Demons of the Punjab is the 6th episode of the 11th series of Doctor Who. It was written by Vinay Patel and directed by Jamie Curtis. Primarily, it's a historical drama with mild sci-fi trappings just around the edges to lure in the audience into what's happening. And what is happening? Well, a tragic romance set against the partition of India in 1947. It's Doctor Who, what else would it be? Actually, I feel this one zigs for a Doctor Who story of the modern era, while others zag. There's no actual alien threat. There is intrigue, there's mystery, and a revelation that will shock and break your heart. So, for those not in the know, here's the plot. The Doctor and friends arrive in the Punjab, as India is just about to be torn apart by the partition. Yaz discovers her grandmother Umbreen had a Hindu husband, whom she had never spoken about. It all gets very surprising when they discover he's actually Sikh, when Yaz was certain her family were all Muslim. Things get even more interesting after the body of a local holy man, Bhakti, is discovered in the forest nearby. Everyone seems to be ready to blame the deaths on the sightings of mysterious demons that have been spotted. The Doctor eventually discovers that the two demons are actually Thajarians, a race of deadly assassins. Pretty standard stuff for Doctor Who. But here comes the twist. Prem's brother, Manish, was actually responsible for the killing, having become radicalized by the recent news of the partitioning of India and his distaste for Prem and Umbreen's upcoming marriage. The Doctor goes on to further discover that the Thajarians aren't actually evil. Seems they traded in murder for mourning. While the two had been off travelling the stars, their planet was destroyed by an unknown cataclysm. Now these lonely assassins, unable to mourn for their people, travel time and space, mourning for those who will die alone, to watch over them in their last moments. It's a touching concept that leans into one of the ideas that the Doctor floats early on in the show. We are all capable of the most incredible change. We can evolve while still staying true to who we are. We can honour who we've been and choose who we want to be next. It is then revealed that the Thajarians are actually here to mourn Prem, who they have discovered will die soon, just after his marriage to Umbreen. It's such a heartbreaking moment to see the Doctor's face as she realises this, and then begs the Thajarians for just one more day. It's just chef kiss. Masterful acting from Jodie Whittaker. The wedding takes place, and even with the Doctor and companions taking part with the knowledge that the groom will die before the evening, it's a moment of joy. It's two people coming together with their love. Afterwards, gangs begin to attack the home. Prem makes the sacrifice to save his family and his wife by going out to meet them to stall them. He is killed. As the Doctor is unable to interfere, they must walk away as the Thajarians watch over him in his final moment.
I know there aren't many certainties in any of our lives. But Umbreen, Prem, what I see in you is the certainty you have in each other. Something I believe in my faith. Love, in all its forms, is the most powerful weapon we have. Because love is a form of hope, and like hope, love abides in the face of everything. You both found love with each other. You believed in it, you fought for it, and you waited for it. And now, you're committing to it. Which makes you, right now, the two strongest people on this planet. Maybe in this universe.
The larger parts at play here are a Sikh and a Muslim being married in 1947, as the country is being split and our guest characters' worlds are coming apart around them. Their love is in spite of all that. It's such a moment in this show that I still come back thinking about it years later. Whenever we talk about the Doctor's philosophy, it's always been simple. Do good, be childish, sometimes wear questionable question marks. But here we get something a little more involved. And perhaps 4 years on, something we need to hear a little more often. Because love is a form of hope, and like hope, love abides in the face of everything. Philosopher Jonathan Lear coined the term radical hope in his book Radical Hope: Ethics in the Face of Cultural Devastation. It examines the idea of how we as people can maintain hope in times of crisis and suffering. We can sometimes fall into the trap that is instilled in us by society, by the internet, by the news, by being constantly bombarded with information and stories about the world right now, and how everything is, well, not fantastic. To take up arms against this, to break from this, to know that there is something better, to fight for it, to hope for it, that is radical hope. That is the faith the Doctor talks about here. For Prem and Umbreen, it is the hope that their love will endure. Despite what the immediate future has in store, there will come a future from that, and that their love will still stand tall. That is their future, no matter how short it is. They had it. It was their time, and it was wonderful. For the Doctor, it is the knowledge that if there is hope, there is love. And if there is love, there is strength to go on, to keep going on, to do more beautiful and better things. For us, the audience, radical hope now is the hope for a better tomorrow, to do better, to grow, to learn, to love, to know that the present is only temporary. We are living through a global pandemic, economic recession, climate crisis, the rise in hate crimes against members of the LGBTQ community, and so much more. But radical hope is the hope for a better future, and one we can fight for. A lot of stories in Doctor Who do focus on hope and love. For so many episodes, it's hope against the Daleks, the Sontarans, the Cybermen, or some other nefarious cosmic foe. Not to say I don't like that. What I do like is how human this series has been. Focused on the things that bind us, keep us together. Things that bring us joy in life. One of the biggest elements I've seen for the 13th Doctor's era is how, for a lack of a better word, human she is. She's far more vulnerable as a character, more open to acts of passion, moments of simultaneous weakness and strengths, and of course, as all Doctors, kindness and love. I think it's actually a big moment in the context of the show for the character of the Doctor to talk so openly about love. We have been shown so many times throughout the events that Time Lords don't do love. They're higher beings bound by higher concepts, walking in eternity. But for the Doctor to take a moment to speak about love as such a small and beautiful thing that can be held by two people in 1947, I love it. Grounds her in our world, the world of the viewer. Regenerating from an older man who had lost his way and almost refused to go on, into a wonderful woman who fell to earth and was bound by hope. The 13th Doctor was a passionate do-gooder, sorting out fair play throughout the universe and inspiring us all. This kind of hope and love we see on display in these moments of the show help ground it, giving us a powerful sense of emotional resonance. Talks about how hope and love are just a source of strength and power. It's wonderful. So when I say this scene is brilliant, I don't just mean it's brilliant, I mean it is brilliant.
Oh, brilliant.
Vinya, you genius, you knocked it out of the park. I love it. As a reminder what strength is, that motivates our protagonist, and what motivates us. It's love and hope. And that's why I think this really is just one brilliant scene. Hello everyone, I wanted to say a very quick thank you for watching. This was a surprise video that I didn't expect to be making, so I saw the call out on Twitter, so I want to say thank you very much for the 1 billion scene community for letting me do this. Demons of the Punjab is a very sort of like special episode to me. I think it's one of the most standout episodes of just Doctor Who in general, so I'm glad I got a chance to talk about it and be part of this sort of mini community we've got here online now. I highly recommend you guys go and see the other videos in this compilation. It is a wonderful celebration of Jodie Whittaker and Chibnall's era of Doctor Who, which, given the general sort of mindset about what Doctor Who is right now, I think it's nice to share some love and good vibes. I don't have much to add to this video, just as a general sort of like thing. I am working on other videos for this channel now. I'm doing other things. This is exciting. But I didn't expect to make this video. This is a much shorter video. This is a much more sort of like, just sort of off the cuff thing. You can sort of see it's it's shorter. It's much shorter, which I'm actually much more grateful for. But this was produced very quickly. I didn't realize I could do this, but yeah, I had a lot of fun making this video. I hope to make more like these. If you want more like these, I guess you have to like and subscribe. Yeah, you got to do that now if you want to be down with the kids or something. I don't know. Look, I'm old. I just sit here and make videos and people like them. But yeah, if you want to hear more about the weird stuff I talk about, go give it a follow. I'm writing essays for both No Man's Sky and Disco Elysium because one ridiculously long video essay wasn't enough, I guess. So, So go do that. Have fun. Stay safe, stay beautiful, stay awesome, and brush your teeth, and remember to floss. Okay, bye now.